Hi YouTube, I'm back again. I'm going to make ham broth out of the ham bones that I had left over from cutting up the ham. That if you watch my ham video, I wasn't real impressed with the ham canning, but we're going to move on. We're over that. I have got, a big old nice meaty, and we're going to pick that off once it's all cooked and everything. But we're going to put that in here. Try to get it laid down. We're going to add enough water to cover the ham bone. Ham broth is really good with your beans and stuff. And if you can already have some, you know, that's great. Why not? Let me get a couple bit. That was 2 quarts of water. And actually, let me get the rest of this here. Before I add the vegetables, or the rest of the water, I'm going to add some vegetables to this. So we're definitely going to want a whole onion. Throw it in there. Gonna want some celery, a couple of stalks of celery, and I'm a little short on the carrots, so I am gonna add some dehydrated ones. I have to go get them, so I didn't grab them really quick. We're gonna stick that in there. I've even got some dehydrated celery as well, that when I get the carrots, I'm gonna grab those and I'll throw them in so they can cook off and make a nice flavor to it. We're also going to add some parsley to this. Probably a good tablespoon, I'd say. And then I just get me a little handful of peppercorns here. Not a whole handful, but you know, and just kind of sprinkle those around. Might want a couple more. I don't add any salt. I do add a bay leaf. A couple of them actually, because they're kind of getting old and they're kind of small, so we'll add those. Like I said, I am going to add more carrot and maybe chop up another onion in there, and more carrot and more celery. So we're going to finish filling this up, and you can add whatever spices you want to your broth. But we're going to finish filling this up too. I don't think we're going to get the ham bone covered. This is kind of a shallow crock pot. This isn't mine. I borrowed it because I needed more than one. We're going to stop there. We're going to turn it on low. And this is going to set and cook all night long. When I get up in the morning, like I said, I'm going to add more celery and more carrots because there's not enough carrot in there. And we'll come back in the morning and this will be all cooked and we'll strain it. And tomorrow we'll can some ham broth. I am going to have 2 crock pots going, one for each ham bone. So we should be able to get probably, by the time you strain it and everything, I put in about 3 quarts of water. My crock pot's actually a little deeper than this one, so it may hold a little bit more water. If you know of any other good spices that go into a nice ham stock, you know, just let me know. This is just kind of a standard I use for all of them. I don't change it up much. I don't normally add salt just because I'm not supposed to have it. But if you want salt, that's fine. Ham's normally a little salty. So we are going to come back in the morning when this is all cooked up. Alright, well, our broth cooked all night long. So I've turned it off and I let it cool just a bit so it's a little easier to handle. And we're going to take the bone out. I'm actually going to put that on a plate, because we don't want to throw away any of the meat. So we'll try to keep it together. Oh, there's another bone. You definitely want, I mean, it's good that it breaks up because you get all the collagen out of it. Looks like there's still some marrow in there. It's what makes bone broth good. Alright, I think the only thing left is vegetables. We're going to set this aside. Get a towel here. I've got a strainer here, so that I can strain the juice and get the veggies out. We don't want those in there. And I'm sure there are lots of ways to do this. Whoops. This is just the easiest way I've found. For me anyway. And then once this is all strained, let it cool so you can take the fat off the top. You don't have to. I mean, you can go ahead and can it up if you don't care, don't matter. The best way is to let it cool and put it in the fridge. I don't really have time to do that, so I may just let it cool a bit and go from there. So I'm not going to make you stand here and watch me strain all of it. I have another one over there to do as well. But like I said, once it's strained, then I put it in a pan. And I do normally try to get the layer of, if you let it stand for a while, the grease will come to the top. And I try to get that off just so there's not as much in it. Then once that is all done, we can get our jars and stuff ready, and we can go ahead and can up the broth. Put it in the pantry. It'd be good for ham and beans or a soup that has ham in it. I'm not sure what else really, but I'm sure there's different things. So we'll come back when I get all of this strained. I just got a little bit more. I'm going to dump this into a pan. This is just the best bowl I have to strain it into. It's not plastic because this is hot. So we'll come back when I get the other one done and this one all done. Then we'll can up some ham broth. Okay, I thought I had the camera on and I didn't. I've already got my jar out. It is hot. I've had it in my canner heating up. The reason that I have it heating up is because I have my broth heated up. So we're going to fill this. Anytime you have chicken bones or ham bones, pork bones, beef bones, it doesn't matter, any kind, throw them in the crock pot. Put some water over them. Set it on low. Cook it all night. In the morning, you will have the best broth ever. You want to put some vegetables in there. And bone broth is extremely good for you, so, and it's way better than what you buy in the store. I mean, it's just way better. And then you can control, what goes into it, I put celery, onions, pepper. I think I told you earlier, I don't remember now. I have a little recipe that I follow, so. I didn't get any garlic in it. I normally do put garlic in it, and I didn't. So I don't know why I didn't. I just didn't think about it. I've already done one, so my towel's already wet. I am using vinegar because this does still have maybe a little bit of grease in it. So, because I didn't put it in the fridge and let it cool, I didn't have time for that. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe that off. Get my washed lid. We're going to finger it tight. And trust me, that liquid is hot. So we'll put this back into the canner. But anytime you have that stuff left over, I mean, it's so simple, so easy. You just put it in there, cook it overnight, 8 to 10 hours. The next morning it falls apart, you strain it, and you've got excellent broth. And it's 25 minutes for quarts, 20 minutes for pints. Mine is 10 pounds for this altitude. And that's it. You're done. You take them out, let them seal. Put this in your pantry, and you've got your own stock now. You're not using bouillon cubes, which are very high in salt. And you're not using the stuff out of the can. A lot of that's very salty, too. You can get the low sodium, but I just didn't put any sodium in mine. Just whatever the ham, because it's salty, so whatever the ham put in it is all I did. Even on my other broth, I don't. I figure you can always add salt later. So, anyway, I'm going to finish filling these jars. And I'm probably going to have to, I've got another pot of broth. I'll probably need it to finish filling all of the jars. And then when I get it done, like I said, 25 minutes for quarts and 20 minutes for pints. So we'll come back when this is all done. So there they are. 7 quarts of pork. Well, it's ham broth. And all done. They all sealed. They did good. I did have one acting a little weird. Up, down, up, down. I don't know what it was doing, but it was this older jar back here, but it seems okay now. So there we have it. 7. I got light shining in. See here. There we go. If I can hold my hand over it. But nice, beautiful color. It'll be really good when you get it out for ham and beans or ham soup. Be awesome. So keep up the cannon. See y'all later.